None of us can imagine failing at retirement, right? Well, many people do. Mark's dad was one of those people. He fell into the trap of bad habits and he never made a healthy transition into this phase.
Yeah, my dad did fail. That's a big part of why we started this company. You know, we created it as a result of him losing his way in retirement and just crashing and burning. What we want to do today is share with you some of the things that people do to make themselves happy and thrive in retirement. The things that my dad didn't do, had he done, he might still be here today. How about that?
And if you don't approach retirement with intention, it can become a time of regret rather than a period of growth and happiness. And that's what we want for you, growth and happiness.
So today we're going to talk to you about 7 areas and some habits that successful retirees do every day to make their retirement just the best ever. And we want you to listen, make some notes, implement some of these or all of these, and if you do, I'm guaranteeing you will have a better life.
And you know what we hear often is, yeah, I don't need any of this. I'm already happy. I left my job, full stop. That's my answer.
Well, yeah, so that's what my dad did. He left his job, full stop, and that was his answer, and then he crashed and burned. And he played golf with his buddies down in Florida. He'd have drinks and lunch. He'd watch a little TV, take a nap, wake up, take my mom to dinner. And he did that, and it lasted 15 years, and that was it.
Right.
So it's not just about leaving your job. It's about doing the things that you need to do, and you'll thrive.
And
Promise you.
It's really not just about coasting, right? It's about living this time of your life with intention.
Well, we do hear people say, I just want to coast for
Right.
a while. My answer to that is simple. Okay. How long do you want to coast?
Right.
Put an end to it. You deserve to coast. You deserve to do whatever it is you want to do because you worked for 30, 40, or 50 years. So take a break, but put an end to it. Otherwise, you're going to run into trouble. Now, if you're new here, I'm Mark, and this is my wife, Jody.
And we don't focus on the financial aspects of retirement, but rather your lifestyle, your health, your relationships, and more.
So please hit the subscribe button, but more importantly, please leave us a comment. We want to hear from you. And besides that, if you know someone who's in the same phase of life that you are, that you love and care about, share this video with them so that we can spread our message far and wide.
So typically this is the point where we talk about a story that really can help you understand where the video is going. Today we thought you might want to hear directly from another subscriber on this topic.
Okay, so
So we had a subscriber write in and say the following. This is my second video that I'm watching on your channel. I'm not retired, far from it, but I had a mini retirement from work that lasted a year, and the issues you guys are bringing up were very similar to what I went through during that time. Please keep doing videos and pushing your topics.
yeah, that was really good. So he tested retirement.
Right,
He had a mini retirement, and he realized he was in trouble.
right.
And he, gleaned off of us a lot of good things to do. The other guy that wrote in, I can't think of his name. I don't think we wrote it down. It was really strange, actually. Although I needed to care for a family member, my routine of going to work stopped completely. At first, I was relieved and a bit excited that I wasn't working. But as the weeks slowly passed, I found myself feeling very lonely and depressed. I didn't have a routine other than looking after someone else. I wasn't exercising, and I spent a lot of time just surfing and watching TV and YouTube. The feeling of malaise actually crept in slowly, and I didn't even realize it until I had a sudden panic attack. It was so surreal. I'm grateful that I got out of this slump by working again, but I wholeheartedly agree what you guys mean when you say that you really need a routine after retirement. I feel like this experience helped me prepare for my retirement in the future. Thanks again for a great video. So, there's a lot to think about when you retire, and you can't just rely upon the fact that you don't work anymore,
Right.
and all that's gone, and everything's going to be fine.
Right. The point of this video is to talk to you about 7 things that people do for a happy retirement and things that you can do, but you have to have your intentions behind it. You
Right.
have to be intentional about it.
So before we jump in, there is a download in the link, a link to a download in the notes below, a 1-year retirement checklist. If you haven't seen this one yet, you really want to get it. It's a great checklist 5 years or more out from retirement. It gives you a lot of things to think about so that you can go through that process really well.
So sticking with our underlying theme of habits and routines, here are 7 things people do to be happier in retirement. And stay to the end, the 2 biggest mistakes people make in retirement will be revealed.
Okay, the first one, embrace physical wellness.
I feel like we say that a lot.
We do, and I think it's the number one thing that we all need to do as humans. Forget retirees. As human beings, we need to embrace physical wellness. Staying active isn't just about health, it's about creating a life in retirement that's vibrant and full of energy.
Yeah, I agree.
You need to engage in regular exercise that works for you.
And prioritize your preventative health care, to enjoy this chapter of life. Explore new activities that keep your physical fitness fun and engaging. And when it gets boring, try something else.
And it's never too late to start. I don't care what your fitness level, it's never too late to start. So that's number one, physical wellness.
Number 2 is cultivating the other side of that, the mental wellness. A healthy mind is just as crucial as a healthy body in retirement. Practice mindfulness, meditation, and maintain mental clarity. Keep your brain active with puzzles. Mark's going to hate this. Puzzles,
cards,
games, cards. You don't love those type of things, but you're getting better, and you do a lot of reading, which is also in that group.
I do a lot of reading, and I do a lot of learning, so that keeps my mind sharp. I mean, we're always constantly trying to upgrade what it is we do here in this business and our social media, so cultivating learning will help you with your mental wellness.
Cultivating curiosity even, not even just the learning, but being curious about things that maybe you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
So it's always helpful.
We're always up for a new, not TV show, documentary to learn something. I mean, it's amazing. The other area where people spend time and effort, and because of that, they're thriving and they're happier, is nurturing relationships. Human beings naturally need to have a strong, healthy community. If you don't have support and people to talk to and people to hang out with, you're going to have a problem, whether you're in retirement or not, because these connections with other people bring you joy, a sense of belonging, happiness, things to do together, someone to talk to. So it's really incredibly important to nurture your relationships.
And I think it's important to note that takes effort. Right? So Mark and I spend a lot of time reaching out to friends, family, neighbors, kids, the significant others of our kids. Making an effort to stay in touch with family and friends is really important. And be open to meeting new people from different generations. I love that generational friendships.
I got this statement. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where I read it. But someone said, I've never in my life met a stranger.
I think Jesus said that.
Oh, there you go. Jesus. All right. Thank you, Jesus. I've never met a stranger. So the beauty of that is really having an open mind that everyone else on the planet, the 8 billion people, there's someone out there in your neighborhood, next door, wherever, that you can get a relationship with and just be okay with that.
Right. The 4th thing is to deepen your spouse or partner relationship if you have a spouse or partner. Retirement offers a unique opportunity for you to strengthen that partnership. Plan activities and goals together. Communicate openly about your shared dreams or individual dreams. And support each other's pursuits and interests, right?
Yeah.
I've taken up golf, and you're a big supporter of me really trying to... I'm super competitive, so I'm really trying to get really good at golf. And that's always helpful.
I think the other thing, is, again, to go back to date nights. I mean, we tried. We encourage ourselves to do date nights when we had young children, when we were working, because we never carve out time. And now that we're spending a lot of time together, it's still okay to have date nights.
We don't do that much.
Or go on adventures.
Yeah, adventures I love.
Let's do an adventure.
We should do an adventure.
Okay.
The
other area where people spend time and effort so that they thrive in retirement and they're happier is figuring out what you can do in the way of wisdom sharing / serving others. Like we're doing. This YouTube channel gives us fulfillment. It gives us happiness. It gives us joy. It gives us something to do to fill our day. It gives us a place to learn how to do certain things with video, and everything that we do is like so much is always something new, a new platform to learn. So Prioritizing wisdom sharing, serving others will bring you joy and fulfillment 100%.
And it also helps with your legacy. I know we don't talk
Okay.
a lot about that, but sharing your wisdom helps you create the legacy of what you want to leave behind. So I think that's something important to note. The sixth area is just maintaining a sense of purpose. Having a clear purpose motivates you to make the most of every day. So happy retirees figure out that sense of purpose. They identify activities that give them a sense of achievement and joy, setting personal goals no matter how big or small. And most engage in lifelong learning and curiosity.
So sense of purpose, I just want to clarify something on that, or add maybe something you're not thinking about. But Jody is our family, I don't know the right word. I don't want to say too big of a word or too small. But Jody makes things happen. We have a wedding coming
I'm
up.
the Chief Fun Officer.
There you go.
I'm the CFO.
Chief Fun Officer.
And I'm the Chief Financial Officer, too.
Yeah. We have a wedding next weekend up in Tampa, not far from here. Her son's getting married to his life partner, Fabio Ferrari. What a name. And there's a birthday party Wednesday night for our whole family. Everyone's flying in. Yeah, Wednesday night's
pizza.
But Thursday night, first of all, Jody did the Airbnb, and she did the Thursday night birthday party, the Friday night welcome party. The point is, that gives you a sense of purpose.
It does.
I mean, you do it because if you didn't do it, no one would probably do it. I don't know what we would do. Maybe someone would plug in. But that's okay to have a sense of purpose on organizing things for the family.
Sure.
Being adaptable. This phase of life, there's a lot of stuff that happens. You know, as we age, we have to move slower. We maybe can't drive as fast. We can't, lift things as well. So you have to be adaptable as life changes around you, and not let that get you down.
Right.
And stay open to new experiences and new ways of thinking. We do that all the time, and I think that's really important. And making sure that you're okay letting go of what you can't control. I think we're both getting a lot better at that.
Yeah, I'm not as good at it as you are. You can meditate away a lot of things, but this idea of embracing adaptability is very important as you age. Even embracing technology to stay connected and informed. It makes you happier to stay connected, so stay connected.
Yeah. Okay. The two biggest mistakes people make in retirement that we see in our coaching and consulting. The first one is underestimating the importance of having structure in their day. 100%. It's okay once in a while. We do that. It's okay for a certain period of time. But without the routine of a job, all of a sudden days just blur together. And all of a sudden you can feel aimless, like a ship at sea without a rudder.
Right.
Isn't that what we say?
Yeah, absolutely. Failing to set your daily routine, overlooking the value of your hobbies and interests, and neglecting your physical activity, those are the three that kind of fall in that big bucket of, right? So the second one is isolating yourself socially. It's super easy to do that. It's easy to isolate yourself and reduce your social interactions, but you can't do that. It is a huge mistake.
You've got to, if you just left work, it's on you to maintain some work friendships. I mean, if those friendships lasted 20 years or so, there's no reason for them not to continue, but that's on you. Or hesitating to make new friends. We talked a few minutes ago about having never met a stranger. Everyone potentially is a new friend. And also ignoring community involvement is a mistake. There are so many things you can do to meet people. Now, retirement's supposed to be fun and restful and exciting and fulfilling. To do that, though, you have to have some structure and good habits like the ones that we just shared.
And putting these habits into place and avoiding big mistakes that most people make will put you much closer to an amazing retirement.
So this next video, marriage mistakes to avoid in retirement. Whoops. When you first retire, many marriages can suffer from the change in spending more time together. This video is going to give you great ideas on getting aligned for a happier marriage, just like we have.